It is 6 o'clock. I think we can go ahead and get started. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jarita Simpson. I'm the Community Project Director from the Center for Closing the Health Gap. Once again, we have with us Chef Michael Vinegar with Burning with Style. He's going to give us some information on today's topics, how to navigate the grocery aisle and how to eat healthy while you're out at the grocery store. So Mike, Chef Mike, if you want to go ahead and start.
What's happening? How y'all doing again? All right, shopping and eating on the budget. You know, well, y'all always just talking about what y'all was eating tonight. And did y'all plan that earlier this week, or was that like just a spot of the moment idea? Like, I'm just gonna make some sloppy joes, or I'm just gonna do some trout and catfish nuggets.
I already had all my stuff in the freezer in my sealer meal bags. Had it divided up and just pulled it out, and it was all ready to go.
Oh, so you meal prepping already, huh?
I'm meal prepping already.
That's talking.
And then I already had my coleslaw made. I already had my coleslaw made with some.
Right.
I used the light coleslaw mix, and I added some additional red cabbage to that coleslaw.
Right.
And then we had some no added salt green beans.
Okay. Right, you had a plan already, right?
Yeah.
Yep. See, that'd be like the problem with eating out sometimes. You be like a spontaneous appetite for something, and you see something, and then you get hungry for it. And it throw you way out, you in rallies, you know what I'm saying, you get the double cheeseburger or something, like, oh. And like the planning meals actually helps you save money, and it gives you more direction over your health. But you just gotta stick to your program that you decide to go to. Like you gotta just stick to it. Meal prepping, like say for a whole week or whatever. Like whatever you cook, so that's what you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes at first that might be a challenge. So you can just cook every day, but you gotta just make sure you shop right and give yourself a window of 3 different things or something that you might want to have during the week. When you go shopping, you buy things that your ideas ain't all over the place. Like try to have a nice little radius that you can get some ingredients that'll go different ways. And usually that happens with the spices that you use. The spices pretty much dictate the culture that you're cooking from. And then of course each culture has some different vegetables that they use specifically. Like in mirepoix, for say, the classic French one is carrot, celery, and onion. And then the Creole one is celery, green pepper, and onion. And then Oriental is onion, green onion root, like the onion root. At the bottom of it, like the part you usually throw away, that white part, that's like, that's part of their mirepoix. And so just learning the different combinations of flavors help you be able to take like basic ingredients and do a whole lot with it. So shopping. Let's go ahead and let me share my screen with y'all real quick. Let's go back.
Very nice. We see your screen, Mike.
Okay, maybe go back to the beginning. Thank you for tuning in to the Health Gap Nutrition Training with Chef Mike, week 4. Talking about shopping. You want to make a plan. We just talking about that per se. You want to make a plan for your shopping. You don't want to go to the grocery store with no ideas, and just and you don't want to go hungry. You want to you want to go with an even consciousness. Make, you know what I'm saying? Like make a list of what you want. And you can like think about it, what you want to eat during the week. And let's say you're gonna go with chicken this week, you can do a whole lot of stuff with chicken. You can have tacos, you can have chicken salad, you can have a chef salad with chicken on it. You can have grilled chicken breasts, and then you can get some different vegetables. You can get some asparagus, you can get some broccoli, you can get some cauliflower. You can just cook them in water and salt, and it's perfect. It's just, you know, it's cooking isn't really like it's more technique and principle than anything. And when you deal with raw ingredients, you have a lot more flexibility. It's like a fulcrum to wherever you want to go. And then if the spices come in after that, you know, and they give you a specific flavor that you're trying to get to. And then you don't want to waste anything. You want to use everything you have when you go shopping. And one of the things that you could do with your scraps, like all your vegetables, is you can make stock. You can make your own chicken stock. You can make your own broth, so that you can use that to make soups. You can use your vegetable scraps to make soups. You can use your vegetable scraps in casseroles and meatloafs and tuna salad. And like once you start planning, your mind will start organizing in a way where you will start picking things that go together just because you want it to work that way. You know, it's just getting the principles inside of you, then your mind starts doing it on its own. Your subconscious starts kicking in when you absorb the principle. So you want to start not wasting anything, you know, and this is a good thing on all levels. You don't want to waste anything. You spend money for it, you want to get all your bang for your bucks. You want to find deals and store ads and use coupons. I don't know if y'all seen that show, the coupon people, they be killing them at the stores. But usually a lot of those things that be on sale, like with the coupons and stuff, be processed food. They be having a lot of sugars and different added ingredients into them. So, you know, you might want to watch out for that. Maybe use the coupons for like detergents and stuff you use to clean with, stuff you use to organize or something. But buying fresh food is, I mean, it go on sale when it go on sale. And it really don't be a coupon for that type of stuff. You want to cook and freeze food. Like we talked about that last week about the temperatures, the danger zone. Anybody remember the temperature danger zone? Oh, they weren't thinking there's gonna be no pop quiz. Like, hold on, man, you can't be asking this question. I can't hear you.
One something.
You did get
One
card.
130, 50.
Whoa.
180.
180. It was 180. I don't even think that was the temperature of anything.
Here to look at my paper.
The temperature danger zone is between 40 degrees and 140 degrees. That's when bacteria can like incubate and multiply at the highest rate. They get busy and get it on. It's going crazy up there. Bacteria, like room temperature, whoa. So you want to keep hot food hot and cold food cold. So like she said, she had the stuff in the freezer, she pulled it out and it was ready to go. Bam. You can organize your life that way. It'll take a day or two. You know, like you have to use a Sunday morning and plan it out, and it'll take like 4 hours for you to prep. But once you start cooking, like on a consistent basis and using raw ingredients, you learn that prep is where the magic happens. The prep is before you even start cooking. It's the mise en place. It's having everything that needed where it's supposed to be and measured out and stuff. That's key. Just having everything together, organized. So if you cooking and freezing stuff, or if you prepping stuff, you buying stuff, you go to the grocery store on Sunday, get your list. You know you're gonna have this type of thing. You can make a big soup or a big chili, or you can make a few chicken breasts, a pack of chicken breasts. And you can cook on Sunday and last for the whole, like, you know what I'm saying? You can make it last, you know. You know, you ain't gotta cook again until Thursday. And then, you know, it's almost the weekend, so you might be ready to go out. You know, you're gonna save some money by doing this little meal plan thing for a couple months. Now you got a little piggy bank with like $5,000 in it from all the money you ain't go to the rallies, or back down wherever you was going to get the fast food. You know, because you're gonna prep and you're gonna plan it out. You're gonna say you're gonna spend $200 a month on food or $100 a month on food or whatever you spend, and you can do that. You can actually plan it out. It's easy. And then you can actually start growing your food. That actually, that's a different experience. It makes it more like lovable. Like when you grow your own food, it tastes better, it look better. Like everything is better with your own food. You know exactly where it came from, right? Your own backyard. Just going outside and having a tomato you can eat, having your own food, being able to produce it for yourself. That's some powerful stuff. It really is. It really is. It's empowering, and it connects you back to the earth. And we need to understand that we're part of this place. So that's one way to get back in tune with you know your sister, mother, whatever you want to call her. You're gonna be related to it. You want to buy in bulk and stock up during sales on food that lasts. Yeah, you know they got some meat on sale. You got a freezer. Go ahead, get you some meat. Put in the freezer. You can make stew with it, you can do roast with it, you can do all type of stuff and stuff out the freezer. You know. You got a long shelf life in the freezer, up to like a year and a half. Visit the farmer's market at the end of the day. That's when they starting to get they're trying to get their sales off. You know, when the farmer's market first started, they got their price. You know, they're trying to get their money. But when the time clock is on, when the shot clock is about to time out, they're like, man, let me get this stuff moving. You know, you gotta use your economic strengths to your advantage, you know. Go when they about to close and then, you know what I'm saying, buy the farmer's market on the low. They're gonna have to give you a deal because they want to get rid of it. Shop smart, keep an eye on prices of items you buy often. Bargains, times when prices drop. I like Kroger's just because they give you the gas points, you know. But you know, you can go wherever. Participate in the farm share. Yeah, you can do that. It's one particular up in I think it's in Embry Village. It's called Turner Farm. That's one that's in the area of Turner Farm. Check that out. Go fishing, hunting, pick your own food. I was fishing for the first time like 3 weeks ago. It was so live. I ain't catch no fish though. I caught a stick. I thought it was a fish. I was pulling it. Got me a marlin. It was a big stick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get no rookie luck that time.
Well, at least you'll be prepared for the time you get a real fish on there, Mike.
I'm gonna have to go noodling for the catfish. You know, they be using their whole arm for the catfish.
That's true.
Go noodling. And then you want to choose in-season veggies and fruits. Now, choosing in-season veggies and fruits is like the easiest way to get all your vitamins and nutrients because the nature provides. Like, this thing is working like it's supposed to, regardless whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? The world is moving, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just about getting in alignment with it and, you know, understanding your purpose and, like, living it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got something to do. Everybody brings something to the table. But every season got its season and every season got its foods. You know, that's a nice looking cart right there. Look at that. You know, they got a whole bunch of stuff. Like, just look at that cart. And like just think about the whole bunch of different recipes you can make. You know what I'm saying? They got the egg noodles, they got the flour underneath that, they got the pineapple, tomatoes. Oh yeah. All right. A lot of lettuce. They got red wine. Red wine good for your heart. Go ahead, pour up a little bit. You know, enjoy yourself. They say 1 glass a day keeps the doctor away, something like that. Or is that an apple? An apple. Apple. Well, apple and a cup of wine. Yeah, why not? Two or three of those, maybe.
Oh my.
Spread it out, you know. Start early. It's like a vitamin. Not too much. Moderation and everything. That's a nice picture. That's a nice card right there. So fall, we in fall right now. Today happened to be the first day of fall. I'm a fall baby. November 10th. Scorpio. Let's go. Scorpio's in the house. We got a lot of good stuff right here in the fall. Y'all can see. Anybody see anything they like particular? We got a lot of squashes, chards. Good thing to have around all the time is green vegetables.
So these are all the fall vegetables that should be in the stores now?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or in the farmers markets, they're gonna have this stuff for sale.
Okay.
Butternut squash makes a great soup.
Yeah, butternut squash, man. Well, all of them for real. The acorn squash, butternut squash.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin. That's pretty much, they are pretty much the same thing almost. Just grow different. We got the sweet potatoes, pomegranates. Pomegranates is like a superfood, you know. And you are supposed to eat the seeds. You can eat the seeds. Lettuce is pretty easy to grow too. Not too hard to grow lettuce. My little sister actually has a grapevine in her yard. My mother-in-law grows greens, peppers. But that's fall. Then winter's coming up. You can grow stuff in winter too. Oh yeah, you can grow stuff in winter as well. Got some good stuff in winter coming out. A lot of this stuff is yearly. It's like a better all over. Like, it's always there.
Mm.
Brussels sprouts are pretty good, I must say. But you gotta cook them right though. So quick recipe for Brussels sprouts. You cook them in boiling water with some salt. All right, you want your water to be seasoned with salt. And then you cook them for about maybe like 45 seconds to a minute. Take them out, put them in ice water, cut them in half. And then you saute them in butter and olive oil. And once they get going, put some garlic in there, season with salt and pepper. And if you eat pork, you can throw bacon or a ham in it. If you don't want to use pork, you can use something else, some type of.
Okay, Chef Mike, I heard that. You said 45 seconds in the salt water, then you dip them in cold water, and then you go ahead and season them and saute them, right?
Right. The ice bath is you cook them in the salt water to impart some salt into to activate their own flavor. Because everything has a flavor, and salt is like an activator of flavor. It's not a flavor itself. It just helps you taste the other thing more so. So if you taste the salt in your food, you got too much salt in it. You should taste the food, not the salt. But the salt brings out the flavor in the food. And it's like a delicate balance. And once you hit the point where there's too much salt, and you like, poof, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You got to add more food to it, or ain't no way you can take the salt out. So it's a fine line when you're dealing with salt. There's no way to take it back. So be mindful of that. You can always add some salt at the end. But you even use salt in sweets, just a little bit of it to activate the flavor more so. But usually they cook Brussels sprouts with bacon and garlic and shallots and white wine. That's how we do it in chef school. So you get the pan real hot. You always want to cook with a hot pan. You got your Brussels sprouts already blanched and ice bath and pretty like dried out. You don't want to be wet. You want to be like on a paper towel. So then you got your pan hot. You put your oil in there. Put your butter in there. Put your Brussels sprouts in there. Let them sear. Then you season them, salt, pepper, garlic, bacon.
So Mike, we have a question here. We have a question from Miss Bailey. She's asking which is better, using sea salt or just a regular salt?
Sea salt is better. Iodized salt, you know, it got iodine in it. They say you need that, you know, but you can get that from food if you eat a lot of different foods. But yeah, sea salt is better. And then pink Himalayan salt might be the best salt ever to use because it's got all the different nutrients that your body could need in it. It's got everything in there.
You say the pink, Chef Mike, did you say the pink Himalaya salt?
Well, it's actually it's a real mineral and it reverses hard. It's not like regular salt. It doesn't do what regular salt does. Pink Himalayan salt.
Okay, got it.
It's more expensive though. And a good oil to use is grapeseed oil, olive oil, coconut oil. I use coconut milk a lot, almond milk. Coconut milk is actually good for everything, for real. You'll be surprised. Then we got summer, a lot of fruits, a lot of like mangoes and stuff. Eggplant, cantaloupe, Swiss chard again. That was in the winter. Plums, kiwi, kohlrabi. And spring. Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of good tips coming in, Mike. Annette Bell says that you can use sea salt less sparing, or you don't need as much of it as you would regular table salt.
Right. Table salt table salt, yes, it's got iodine in it, so it's taking up some of the space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sea salt is just pure, so it probably explode. It does the salt is pure. So tips for the abs: canned food, beware of hidden ingredients. We was talking about botulism last week. You know, when you get into canned food, you don't want to buy nothing that got a dent in it because they could have botulism. They might try to give you a deal or something. You know, at the stores, they sell the big cans. Like, you can get it for cheaper, but those cans, you ain't supposed to buy those. Look for it. You want to read the labels. Definitely read the labels. Start reading the labels. Just because it say low fat or whatever it's saying on the front of it don't mean nothing. There's a lot of different vocab that makes lying legal. But the ingredients list, they got to say what's in there, yo. So read the ingredient list and you won't be fooled. The generic brands usually be cheaper. Yes. Like the Kroger brand or whatever store you're in, they got a brand too. So it usually be cheaper and, you know, usually be pretty much the same. Snacks, crackers and chips. Check the label again. They be saying all type of stuff, but check the label. Nuts and seeds, check the label. Always check the label. The first ingredient, you know, granola and stack bars. What's the first ingredient though? And do it got high fructose corn syrup in it? You want to stay away from those things. Maltodextrin. That's in all the little chips and stuff that the kids be eating, the Flaming Highs, the Doritos, maltodextrin. It's in the flavorings. Next time you go get a pack of gravy or something, or some like instant Alfredo, like one of those little packs of pasta with the flavoring, check it out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have maltodextrin in it. Maltodextrin is sugar and salt together, but it's not sweet, and it's used as a thickener in foods and stuff. But the thing about maltodextrin is that it's got a glycemic index that's 3 times higher than table sugar.
Oh, wow.
So if table sugar was like bench pressing 100 pounds in the gym, you seen table sugar, it's like 100 pounds like this. Maltodextrin is like 300 pounds, 300 of those. It's like it's throwing table sugar across the bar in a bar fight. It's beating table sugar up. So
that's horrible. That's why if you eat something like that, you automatically feel hungry, probably sooner, I'm guessing, because what? It spikes you up really quick and then you drop.
Exactly, because maltodextrin, the sugar of it goes directly to your bloodstream. It don't get no security is coming against this. You know what I'm saying? It don't come with a balance. Like nature balances sugars in a way that it comes with fiber. So you got potatoes that are potatoes turn into sugar because they get processed by your body as carbohydrates, and then they get turned into sugars for energy. But the fiber in the potato metabolizes the sugars that your body turns into so that you balance it out in your body. Or a fruit, it has fiber attached to it. When you eat a peach, it's sweet, but it also has the flesh that you gotta eat, and that flesh, that fiber metabolizes the sugar so your body digests it right, and it don't overload, it don't overload your bloodstream, it don't spike your insulin level. When it comes to high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, and all these different sugars that are not labeled as sugar, but are sugars going to your bloodstream directly, they don't get the security check. You know, it's like going into the White House with a bomb. They just don't get security clearance. They don't get that. It's no security check for them. So your body lets them in ASAP. Bam, they just in there. Like a dude in the bar with a machine gun. How do you get past security? What's going on over there? A lot of chats. So that's why you want to read your labels a lot, because they say they ain't got no sugar, but they just put a different type of sugar in it. And those fake sugars be having a whole lot of different side effects and stuff. And you just gotta do some research. You got so much information at your fingertips. Google, check it out, do some research. Frozen produce, beware of hidden ingredients, added salt, butter, choosing dairy, choosing lower fat milk, like 1% milk, low fat cheese, whatever. But whole milk, I like whole milk to cook with. Just, if you have a balanced diet, you find out that you can really pretty much eat anything once you get a balanced diet. But once you get a condition, then you gotta be more medical about it and be like, I'm only gonna eat certain things, or I'm not eating these certain things. You know what I'm saying? But if you approach it in moderation from the jump, you can pretty much eat anything and tie some of the exercise into it. It's not just about eating the right things. You also have to be active. So a lot of people don't even need to eat as much, just naturally, because you don't use the energy that you're putting into your body. And so
we're all waiting for your question.
What's up with the question? Somebody got a question?
Disregard.
Oh, disregard.
Yes, I did. I didn't get my wording out. My question was about sugars, particularly the sugar substitutes.
Mm-hmm.
What is better? Splenda, coconut sugars you see on the shelf.
Coconut sugar is good. It's got a low glycemic index.
Okay.
Agave sugar is good. And if you do drink, tequila might want to be the one of your drinks you choose, because it's made with agave. That's one of the best sweeteners out there.
Is that APAGE?
Agave is AGAVE. They sell agave syrup in the stores too.
Okay.
And it's got a lower glycemic index as well.
All right.
But coconut sugar is good. I see that too. They got it in Kroger's. I started using that. It's pretty good in coffee. It's got a different type of flavor though, but you get used to it quick. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have raw sugar you can use, the brown sugar. It's like crumbles, it's unprocessed. It's not as processed as white sugar. Got that too. That sugar pretty good. And it goes like cup for cup with white sugar. It's not too much of a difference when you're baking. Usually when you start getting into the different sugars, the recipes change in the baked goods because white sugar act different. So when you're going shopping and you're thinking about the prices, like learn to look at that unit per price thing. Then you will see how much you're paying really for it. And a lot of the times buying the bigger thing is more useful, especially if you got kids or if you got more people to cook for, or if you're meal prepping for a whole week, you might want to get the bigger one. As you can see, the unit price is way smaller for the bigger one. And you get way more. So just doing the math, like you could buy, yeah, that's crazy. You could buy, A is like 3 times what B is worth, but it's smaller. And so you see you paying for all that packaging. Like they had to put it through some machine that cost a lot of money. And since they did that, that's where the price came from. That machine that packaged that yogurt in that little bitty package is worth 12 cents a unit. Whereas them just putting that big quart of yogurt in the tub only worth 5 cents a unit. So, you're paying for some labor in there. That's usually what it is when you get the small, convenient items, is you're paying for the packaging. So then when you go to eat out, sometimes we don't go on a date, date night, you know what I'm saying? Get your girl out the house and stuff. Oh, do you still love me, Michael? How to eat healthy when you're going out. Have a big glass of water when you sit down. The water kind of fill you up. Lemon, especially with the lemon in it, it do something to your stomach. The enzymes. It make you less hungry. So you don't spend too much money. And you don't eat too much. Then you wanna, if you don't drink, if it's a celebration, what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you not to drink. But if you on a diet, you trying, what I'm saying, hold back, skip on the liquor, because that's gonna up your appetite. Definitely gonna up your appetite. Send back the bread basket. Yeah, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to go heavy on the carbs. But I particularly like the bread at Longhorn and at Red Lobster. Holy smokes. Can't tell you not to eat those biscuits.
That's true. Hey, Mike, we have a question from Mr. Bradley. He wanted to ask about the protein powders, and what do you think of them?
I'm not a big fan of protein powders. If you're using that for food, that's different. If you just ain't gonna eat, okay? But I'm not a big creatine dude or something. I don't think you should try to gain more weight than your body is naturally fit to have. Because once you get to a certain age, you're gonna have to let it go. And it causes conditions. Those supplements, they have a toll on your liver and your kidneys, because you gotta flush them out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta drink a lot of water behind them. If you ain't drinking a lot of water behind them, then you set yourself up for kidney and liver issues later by taking the supplements, by taking a lot of supplements. That's why the eating in season is so crucial, because eating in season, you get all the different vegetables, all the different nutrients and vitamins. They disperse throughout that array of selection. Everything that you need is diverse. It's out there. It's coming up in season, and you just got to be ready to get it and eat it when it comes out. And then the grocery stores be having it too. So do some research on yourself, on your physique. Like your blood type is a one way to start. If you want to have a specific diet for you, your blood type is one way to start with that. Different blood types have different necessities or different needs. and you can start directing your diet towards that when you know your blood type and what that blood type pertains to. Yeah. Order a salad as an appetizer. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mike. I was going to reference, I think I know what you're talking about, Eat Right for Your Blood Type by a Dr. Diamo.
Okay.
Is that what you're referencing?
Well, I don't know about Dr. Diamo. I had just met this dude and he was he was telling me about, he was writing a book about diet plans based off blood type. And I researched a little bit and I saw that it was actually factual, and you know, it's empowering to know like more about yourself. Like if you're a V8 engine, you know what I'm saying? You need specific oil, you know what I'm saying? Like what year V8 engine was it on the Camaro? You know what I'm saying? They want this, they got a special oil for those. And so or a special like maintenance plan for that car. And there's a special maintenance plan for your physique when you know exactly what you made out of. You can go ahead and map that out for yourself. And Google got everything. So hey, it's such a figure.
I added a reference in the chat. I've read the book and it is very good, like you said. Dr. Diamo operates off of the research from his father. Mm-hmm. Both of them are doctors and researchers. But anyway, if Mr. Bradley says he has a book, you should try it. Just read it, see what you think. You know.
Right on, yeah, go ahead, check it out. And Dr. Stevie got a lot of stuff going on. Check out Dr. Stevie. Look for entrees that are baked, steamed, grilled, or I guess that's a rotisserie. That's a picture from where I can see that. Stick to lean cuts, wild caught fish. You don't want the farm raised. Unless it's organic and specialized. They do got some real good farm-raised stuff going on when it's organic, okay? You want to make sure it's organic, though. And, you know, like do some research on the company a little bit first. See what they do, how they feed their fish, but how do they work their system? And then you can, like, have a better idea on what you
Alarm is on there.
Double up on side orders of veggies. If portions are huge, put half into the go tank. Go ahead and just put it up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna eat it all right now. Add little to no salt. Choose fruit for dessert. That's nature's dessert right there, wrapped up, ready for you. Fruit. You can do a lot with fruit. I actually have one quick dessert you can have. I give it to you for free. Cobbled peaches, okay? So you take cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. It's definitely more cinnamon than nutmeg and more nutmeg than allspice. A little bit of salt and some sugar. And you sprinkle that over your peaches and you toss them in like olive oil or whatever oil you want to use, grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil, I recommend grapeseed oil because it don't really have a flavor. Olive oil has a distinct flavor. But grapeseed oil is pretty neutral in flavor, but it has the same pretty much properties and more than olive oil. Coconut oil has a little flavor too, but it's more sweet. It's sweet. It got a sweet flavor. So you toss them up and all of that, and then you bake them. You want to bake them low, on a low temperature, like 225 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. That's cobbled peaches. Oh yeah, wait. Before you bake them, you want to put oatmeal on them, like an oatmeal crumble. So you take the oatmeal, you put that same seasoning on the oatmeal with some olive oil, you sprinkle it over the peaches, or apples, or plums, or pears, yada, 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 whatever fruit you want to put down there. And you bake it on low for like 20 minutes. No, 30 to 40 minutes. You watch it though. Maybe you can take it, maybe you like it a little bit crispy or whatever, but there you go, free recipe. And when you come out, you drizzle honey on it and you eat it with some like crumbled pecans or walnuts. Bam, easy. That's fruit for dessert. Look for restaurants to use local and organic ingredients. That's nice too, right there. When the restaurant gets food from somewhere that's closed, then you know that that food most likely wasn't frozen. It didn't fall off the truck or some, or in the warehouse, and dude put it back with his dirty gloved hands. Um, it was probably cared for more because it came from a small business. So that plays into it. And you help stimulate your own economy around here. You want the people that's around you to be doing good. So try to support the local scene. Quick and easy restaurant menu guide. You want to skip the fried, the battered, the buttery, the creamy, the crispy, the cheesy, the thick, the breaded, the smothered, the glazed. That was like a poem or something. The fried, the battered.
It also makes you think, well, what else can I eat?
Fried, battered, butter, cream, crispy, cheese, thick, breaded, buttered, and glazed. Nope, I don't want it. No, thank you, sir. Give me something broiled or steamed or blackened or baked or roasted or light, or fresh, grilled, sauteed.
Much better.
They say they got different. They got an opposite to everything out here. All right. If you look at life back, if you look at live backwards, it smells evil, and that's ironic. I think live backwards is evil. So going against the principles of life, I think, would be what evil is. If you go against yourself, that's evil. So I guess that, evil isn't something that happens outside of you, it's something that happens within you without your awareness, because we don't know. And they say our people not perish because of knowledge, because of lack of knowledge. So evil outside can't harm you, only the evil within you can harm you. So living backwards, not knowing who you are, not knowing how your food pertains to you and feeding yourself the wrong thing, that is evil. This knowledge is for you. It's empowering for you. It helps you to live forward. Be successful. 10 tips to make better choices for food. And this is for the women out there. I guess men can do it too. We all started off as women in the womb anyway. We got the extra gene. Somebody hit us with the electric shot, like, eek. Then we turned into dudes. We all come from y'all, Mother Earth. Find out what you need. Like I said, you got personalized nutrition. You can go to what's it called? myplate.org. Yeah, there we go, right there. myplate.gov. Choose myplate.gov, and you can get your own personalized nutrition breakdown. They tell you to put your weight, your age, your race, all that type of stuff in, and then they give you recommended amounts on different ingredients that you need or different nutrients that you should be having daily. The daily recommended amounts. Enjoy your foods, but eat less. You don't gotta eat as much no more. I learned I don't gotta eat as much no more. If you eat slow, I remember my 4th grade teacher would tell me to chew my food, man. Miss Haynes. Strengthen your bones, get some vitamin D, and calcium. You got cheese, you got yogurt, you got milk. Eggs also got the egg yolk is good for that. Make half your plate fruits and vegetables. Like start making meat the side item. Don't make meat the forefront of your meal. There's a whole lot more vegetables than meats. Sometimes. Drink a lot of water. If you got the money, go ahead and invest in the alkaline water machine. The alkaline water machine. Let me explain that right. The alkaline water machine. It what does it do? It makes your water alkaline, okay? And it has buttons on it to where you can dictate the alkalinity of the water that's coming out the faucet. So water has 2 different properties, alkaline and acidic. People are made out of like We're like 90% water. Our bodies are water. So we take on the properties of alkaline and acidic just like water. So you will want to have your body in an alkaline state more so to pertain to your health and your operation than acidic. In an alkaline state, you operate well, everything do what it's supposed to do is like it's good blood flow, good circulation, all of that. When it's acidic, you're more susceptible to injury, disease, sickness. Just like with water. Water will stay pure when it's alkaline. When it's alkaline, it rejects dirt when it's alkaline. But when it's acidic, it starts to it's like marshy. It's the marsh, that's where frogs is at. You know what I'm saying? It's all icky on the top. Get that water out of here. Acidic water. And so you want to stay away from acidic foods. That was the one chart that you said I don't want in the restaurant. The fried, the battered, the crispy, the breaded, the daddy, all those. You know what I'm saying? You want to stay away from those. And you want to be alkaline, which is more so, the most alkaline you can be is a raw food. Raw foods are the most alkaline. And then, vegetables. When it comes to meats, fish are more alkaline than, fleshy meats like meat, like beef and chicken and pork. But they're still acidic. All meats are acidic. You want to know that they are acidic, all of them. But your body is alkaline or acidic, so you want to be acidic. You want to be in an alkaline state, so you want to eat more alkaline foods. And you can jumpstart that by getting an alkaline water filter. Okay, it costs though, but it's worth it. Eat whole grains more often, and then you can read the label to see if it's really whole grains. Learn what is in the foods by reading the ingredients. Read those ingredients. That's like knowledge is power. I remember that thing on the TV, the little star. It said the more you know, the farther you go. There we go. I guess
about 1 minute, Mike.
1 minute. Cut back on some foods or the calorie stuff, the fast food, the quick snacks in the plastic wrap. Yeah, be a better cook, and you won't be a better cook without trying and failing. So you're gonna burn some, you're gonna mess some up, you're gonna overseason it. Don't worry about it. Live to cook another day. Be active whenever you can. Go jogging, play with the kids. Enjoy yourself, Who knows what tomorrow will bring? And there we go. It's a lot of stuff. Let what stuck with you stick with you. Until next time. I love y'all.
Hey, thank
Any
you, Mike.
questions?
That was a great. One thing I want to say before people start possibly walking off, we want to make sure that you stay on. We want to have some volunteers, people, or as many as you people that would like to do it, give us a live testimonial. We just want to ask you a couple questions, like what are 3 things that you've learned from all 4 of these sessions? How has this class impacted you? And how do you plan on using this information going forward in your life? Those are the 3 questions. If you could think about it, I want a couple people before we go into the survey. While you're doing your survey, you can start thinking about it. And I think maybe Lauren has added the survey here to the bottom. Let me see. But if you could just stay on after you finish your survey so we can get your live testimonial. And I want everyone to know that on October 6th, which is a Tuesday, in about 2 weeks or so, we're going to have our Healthy Steps. I see some of you have already signed up for it. It'll be at the same time on Tuesdays. We encourage everyone to be there. Let's see. Make sure we have this link. There it is. So in your chat, you should see the link for session 4. If you can go ahead and get started on the survey, and then just think about doing the live testimonial, and we'll come back to you in about 3 minutes here. Oh, I want to mention one other thing. We also have a whole course evaluation survey. So there'll be 2 surveys for you to complete today. The first one will talk about tonight's session. The second one will ask about all 4 sessions. Even if you've only been to 3 of the sessions or 2 of the sessions, still fill out the second course evaluation survey for us. And Lauren has posted the second survey in the chat. Our next series of virtual classes is the Do Right Healthy Steps. You'll be able to go to Eventbrite, pre-register for it.
We'll get a pair. All right, that makes sense.
Ooh, I can see the fruit, Daddy. Ooh. It must be Mom's car. This is compatible. I can't see them yet.
Did you say there was a second link? I did the first one on SurveyMonkey.
Yeah, if you probably closer towards the end of the chat, it's it'll say course summary evaluation
Oh,
survey.
course summary. I see it. I see it. Thank you.
Okay.
You go back to my house and go but it's already down the street. Already, it's on my TV.
She looked for lane.
I know, but we run covers. We run everything.
Oh my God, this forest is still not going.
When is this still going down?
Oh, it threw me out. What happened?
I just turned off the the screen share.
Yeah.
Okay, I was already in the midst of completing my evaluation. Did it erase me?
No?
No, no, no.
Okay, so okay, because I was on evaluation number 2 and I was halfway done and now it's gone.
Let me see.
Okay.
Daddy.
Yeah, it threw me out and I lost everything. I'm starting over.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ah, trooper.
Whoever said they were thrown off, look up top and there's a tab and you might see your first survey to the left, because I thought I was thrown off and had to start over as well.
Okay. Thank you. That's helpful.
You're welcome.
So if everyone can stay logged on after you finish your surveys.
No, Splendid is not good. It's terrible.
Okay, I wanted to know that. Thank you.
Okay, now I gotta find my. Go back.
And that's coming from like now let me get into something else though. Okay? About the maltodextrin and the different sugars, right? About how they hit your bloodstream and what they're possibly useful for. But they could be useful. They're bad for the average person because the average person isn't exerting that much energy to burn that type of sugar. So they wind up just sitting in your bloodstream and then wind up, I'm not being used. So they got to do something else with it. So then your body starts storing, starts storing this extra energy that's out there. But if you're like a bodybuilder or a young kid that's like an athlete, or if you are like very, very active, these things can be used to your advantage to give you more energy because you're going to actually use them right away. Once they get into your bloodstream, it's like an instant shot of energy. Bam, it's in there. But if you're using that energy, you can go ahead and burn it off in a safe way where it doesn't sit in your body for too long, and then you get the back end benefits of it. So it's like it's even more knowledge is needed to make that decision than just saying, oh, it's a different sugar or it hit my. You got to understand why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because I don't think that you out here running 10 miles a day or at the gym, you know what I'm saying, for 3 hours a night. You ain't doing that type of stuff. You live a regular life, you're going to work. If you go to work, it's coronavirus. You probably ain't even going to work, probably work from home, chilling, working through pajamas, relaxing. You know what I'm saying? You might go to the park and take a walk or something. So you won't need all that different type of energy boost. It's like a turbo boost for a car. Like when you get the nitrous, it's like nitrous. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nitrous if you ain't doing nothing but going from upstairs to downstairs.
So what do you do, particularly if you're a diabetic and you do have to watch that sugar? What type of sugar should we be using then?
If you're a diabetic, you just need to like, first off,
I don't like white sugar at all.
First off, if you're a diabetic, you can like really bring that back into order by just going on a vegan diet for a month. Go on a vegan diet for a month.
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't work. I'm being realistic. I'm a nurse here, so I know that. So if I know that diabetes is part of my family makeup.
Yeah, agave sugar though, definitely. You want something that's lower on the index level.
So you want we should be doing the agave sugar.
Yeah, if anything,
okay.
Agave.
All right.
The coconut sugar is nice.
Okay.
honey is still pretty. It's still pretty. It's still pretty sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's up,
Yeah, I like honey.
but
Mhm.
it's still natural though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can go with
Okay.
honey. Yeah, there we go. But
All right. Thank you.
like understanding activity is definitely being considered here. And it's kind of like I'm kind of boxing you in a bit when I'm saying this stuff because, you know, I'm not thinking that y'all gladiators or, you know, super athletes or people that climb mountains and stuff like that. You know, if I'm wrong, then tell me. Like, you a marathon man, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Then Gatorade is for you. You might need some Gatorade.
No. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
But it has electrolytes. Yeah, plant-based meats are good, but you know you want to watch out for those too because they got a process. You know, a lot of the plant-based meats get processed. They got to go through a process. So just like deli foods, they get susceptible to bacteria.
Yeah, you're right. You do have to watch for that sodium intake because it can truly be high.
And that's
Um,
just. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My other question is, when you're looking at particularly sodium content, I've generally tried to look for anything that's less than 20% per serving for
Okay.
sodium. Is that good?
I think that's nice. I think that's
Okay.
good.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what it is, you know, everything I'm looking for is a little
And
bit of sodium as I can.
yeah, and as I think about salt levels, when I was talking about like it's a certain level of salt you can put in it, like 20% up to like 20. I'm thinking on the chef level up to like 23% probably is like maximum level for
Okay.
salt.
All right.
After that, it's like it just falls off fast. I'm talking about real fast. You put more salt in after that, it's like, whoa, what did I do? Bad business. And you can't take it out either. It's like it's in there. It bonds to every piece of flavor in the soup, and you can't just add some more water to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole flavor is off now. The whole chemistry is off when you add
Right.
too much salt.
All right. Lauren, are you on? Well, so let's go ahead and who would like to be Mike? Let's see. Have you switched me over to host?
Yep.
Okay, great. So if someone would like to start off the
Okay,
testimonial.
I'll start off, Diana Bailey.
Ms. Bailey, okay, let me ask you, can you tell me 3 things that you've learned in this virtual Nutrition Train the Trainer course?
Well, really, it's the reading of the labels, of the food labels, which is key to you trying to get healthier. Paying attention to what you're eating and the portion sizes as well. You know, if somebody says 2.5 servings, you got to multiply that by 2.5 servings. All the ingredients are the salts and the sugars and all that other stuff is there. Really
Okay.
been very helpful. Okay. All right. That's one thing. Do I need 3 things you said?
Well, let me ask you this, Ms. Bailey. Do you have your video on so we can see you?
No, I don't have it on, but I will.
Thank you, please. Thank you.
Here I am.
And no, you don't have to have 3 items. Let's see. I'm not seeing you yet.
I'm there.
There we go.
Oh, there we are. Okay. The next thing is, how has this class impacted you?
Well, again, trying to get healthy has always been my thing. I'm an individual who used to weigh close to 300 pounds. And I'm not trying to ever go back in that direction. So whatever I can learn to help me from going in that direction. High blood pressure runs in our family. And I'm on medication, but very low doses of medication. So all those things, I've had my knees replaced. So all those things, I'm always striving to do whatever I can do to learn more and get healthier and get my family healthier.
Absolutely. So I think you may have started answering this. How you plan on using this information going forward? I know you started by saying that you used to be much heavier. You do not want to go back that direction.
Never.
So what else will you do to use this information?
And the good thing, the one thing I'll say, I did the old-fashioned way. I haven't had any surgeries. I don't believe in the surgeries, the sleeves and all that other stuff that they're doing. It's temporary. I've seen too many people have that surgery, and I would say of the people that I've seen, 80% of them have all gained the weight back because it wasn't up here and it wasn't in here. If you don't have it in your head and your heart, you're not going to be successful. I don't care how many surgeries you have. And that's what I share with my family. The skip it and pick it list, I absolutely love. I'm going to post that on all my refrigerators and freezers in my home so everybody can pay attention to that. And we're pretty much trying to live by that. You know, with the broiled and the baked and the grilled and the steamed and all of that good stuff. You know, I have a brother who is a severe diabetic, and his eating is one of the things that we're trying to work toward or work with him about, how better to control his blood sugar. So I think I said enough.
Thank you. That was a good list. Okay, thank you, Miss Bailey. Who would like to be next? And remember, if you could just turn your video off and just briefly, we'll ask you the questions. Who's next? Miss Annette, would you like to answer some questions?
No, that was an accident.
Oh, okay. So Miss Davis, would you like to answer some questions? Do a live testimonial for us? Or Mr. Bradley?
I'll take it.
Mr. Rowe, what up?
Absolutely.
How you doing there? Yeah. Okay. What was the questions again? This was good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
3 things you have learned.
One about the protein, of what it possibly do to liver and kidney functions. That's because I'm been trying to avoid atrophy, and yeah, I'm doing resistance training, but I don't want my muscles to just go away because of some nerve issues.
Right. Yeah.
You
don't want your muscles to shrink.
Yeah, well, you need to get protein, and you need to get real protein, and protein is actually coming from green vegetables. Meat is recycled protein. If you look at all the biggest animals on the earth, like elephants, rhinos, look at the biggest elephants out. The biggest animals out there, they eat grass or they eat green, and they get real protein from the grass. Where protein really comes from. And so if you start getting eat more salad, eat more spinach, eat more green vegetables, and eat them raw too, you would get a lot more protein.
Absolutely. Anything else, Mr. Bradley? I have another question for you too.
Let's see. If you wanted the 3, I'm gonna try. I got that the different sugars because I need to watch my sugar. I need to change my sugar intake.
Right.
So that and
So how would you say these courses, these classes have impacted you?
They've helped me focus my direction on both losing weight as well as the maintaining muscle, and watching the whole thing about what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and read the book, Eat Right for Your Type, and I've already downloaded or installed the app, My Plate. So I'm already on the move.
Over there.
So I'll ask you this final question. How do you plan on using this information that you've learned from these different sessions going forward?
Going forward, I'm going to I'm going to use my plate to watch what I'm doing and look at that portion control and like change my sugars, as well as work on those green vegetables, especially raw.
I mean,
Your favorite vegetables, right?
blanching is a way to eat foods almost raw but with flavor. That's why that's where the salt water come in, because the salt get on them and it make them activate this flavor. But you don't cook them all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to a Chinese food place or like Benihana's or something, they use real high heat. And the high heat, it sears the outside of the food real fast. Then they put a flavor on it. So they don't have to really tamper with the inside of it. It don't really get cooked all the way. It still be crunchy when it comes to you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the same with when you blanching something, it still be crunchy when you're eating it. But it just partakes of flavor. Some flavor get into it. So that's that's like a shortcut. Or you can just toss stuff in olive oil, salt and pepper. That's a good way to add some flavor. Squeeze some lemon juice on it. Take some orange, whatever kind of juice. You can get a juicer and start cooking with the juice from the juicer. That is really a way to get some good nutrients and different flavors. I mean, real good flavors from the juice. Oh yeah, okay. Cook with the juice, man. It's good, especially onion.
Okay, that might be my next purchase.
Now, if you drink onion juice, be careful though. Onion juice is a wild ride, man. Oh yeah, okay. Onion juice is a wild ride, bruh. Be careful with the onion juice.
Those are good, Mike. Thank you, Mr. Bradley. Let me ask Ms. Newton. Would you be willing to just do a live testimonial for us? If so, just take yourself off of the, turn your video on so we can see you. Are you Ms. Newton?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if she's there. Well, while we're waiting for Ms. Newton, Phyllis, would you like to do a live testimonial for us? Thank you. Oh, there we are. We see you now. So the first question is, 3 things that you've learned in these sessions of Nutrition Train the Trainer.
Well, the one thing that I learned was about the seasons of the fruits. I had not even thought about that. And I need to add more fruits and vegetables in my diet. But now that I've learned about the fruits that are more popular during the seasons, I'll focus and concentrate more on trying to eat those vegetables during those seasons.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be very motivating.
It's fun to see too, to see the changes.
Yes.
That's true. How has this class impacted you?
Well, it has me thinking more about eating healthier. And one thing I didn't really think about was the temperature of foods, as far as making sure they're at the right temperature, not overcooking your food. And I didn't even think about overcooking it. I could get sick from it. And then as far as keeping it out for a certain amount of time and freezing our food longer than it should be frozen, and what type of food you can freeze and cannot freeze. So I did get a lot of that. And I also enjoyed about the tips for every aisle, because I'm always looking at the labels on the back of cans, all types of foods. But now that I have this information here, I'm going to pay more attention to the labels and things, because I can't sometimes figure out, I try to find something healthy to eat, but looking at this information that I've been provided, it's going to help me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think that like overcooking food, I don't think you can get sick from that. You might be sick of the food. Like, oh my God,
Okay.
this dried chicken, oh my goodness, get it out of here.
Okay, because
But
I used to think
it's
that
not,
if you
yeah.
burned it or something, it really burned, you were eating something arsenic or something carcinic.
Actually, burnt food is good for you. It's good for your digestive tract. But undercooked food can get you sick.
Okay,
Undercooked food.
that makes sense.
Or poorly cooled food that's in the temperature danger zone for too long could triple or quadruple the bacteria and possibly get you sick even after you warm it up.
I see.
Wow.
I see.
So you want to cool it down fast and you want to heat it up fast. So, yeah.
All righty. Okay.
So my last question to you, Phyllis, is how do you plan to use this information going forward?
Well, I'm going to really focus on trying to be healthier, put some type of plan together, especially when it comes to food prep, because I'm busy. And so I'm going to sit down, make a plan, look at this information you guys gave me, make sure that I get all my vitamins and nutrients that I need so that I don't have to come home rush, cook anything that's quick, stop at the restaurant, buy food, and go to bed sleeping late with food on my stomach. So I am really going to focus on trying to do that food prep because that's very important. It'll make my life easier.
Right.
And my husband's.
Like, I mean, you might do a week of research, you know what I'm saying? Because you would start thinking about, okay, this is my blood type, these are the vitamins and nutrients I need. Then you would get like a list of foods that had those nutrients. And then you just start looking at the list, like, what can I do with these lists?
Yeah.
And you start coming up with different recipes, and then, like, you know, it start organizing itself after a while.
And I was really glad to hear about that eating right for your blood type, because I've always wanted to do that. I wanted to go to the doctor so they can tell me what my blood type is and what food that I really should be eating.
Right, right.
So this is good. I'm loving it.
It's all relative.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Miss Lisa Newton, are you there?
Excuse me, this is Diana Bella. I'm going to have to leave the meeting now. I've did my evaluations and I'll just look for other information. Thank you so much, Chef. Thank you everyone for your participation. And then I guess you'll send me what I need to know for a certificate and all that good stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
All right, take care.
Take care.
You guys are
All right.
awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess we've held you all much longer than we probably should have, but I do appreciate you all answering the questions for us and everything. And like I said, look for us. We're on Eventbrite. Our next program series is Healthy Steps, Diabetes Education, more nutrition, more physical activity kinds of things. So thank you and take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, yeah, have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
That was cool. Okay, Mr. Bradley.
Hey, how are you?
I know this guy. He's the Tai Chi, the
Mike and Lauren, stay on real quick.
We have to go now. They got us to go. Fine.
Okay. Hey, take care.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye. I'm trying to get off. I really am. Hey. Okay, I'm control alt delete.
There should be a leave button at the bottom, Miss Phil Davis.
There it is. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
My laptop is. Okay, I'm out. No way. Control alt
Okay.
delete.
I guess she's having a hard time.
Yeah, I am. It's okay. There we go.
I think she's still on.
Yeah, really? Wait a second.
Yeah.
Let me turn off my computer.
Trying to see how. Okay, Lauren, are you there? I know Lauren was going back and forth. She had another session. Oh, here she is. Okay. So what do you think, Mike? Good, bad, or indifferent?
I think I liked it.
I think you did a good job. It sort of, at first, it sort of seemed like maybe you were trying to like gather your thoughts at the very beginning. You were just trying to like focus yourself, I guess.
I don't know. I just was talking on whatever came to my mind at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought overall.
I tried to like gather them in on some different like give them some different trains of thought before we got into it.
Yeah. Well, people were very responsive, so that's always good.
Right.
I don't know how much you got to listen in on, Lauren.
A little bit, yeah, it was good.
I thought so too. So I know we're going to try to plan another one. I don't know if they want to do it exactly the same way, Mike, or whatever changes, but we will be in touch and let you know.
Right.
And go ahead.
I just got sent an invoice now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and don't forget now, your call list, your documentation, the people you called and their responses, don't forget to send that to me, because I have to put that in the shared drive.
The people that responded to text?
Yeah, because, you know, part of that, we have to send this off to our funders. They want to see, you know, how we tried. Yeah, how we tried to capture people to attend and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, if you could get that together and send that with your invoice, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Lauren, did you have anything you needed to add?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Got a dog in my hands.
Yeah, Miss Phyllis was the only one that responded.
Responded to what?
To that text that I sent out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so it looks like we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and I'm including Annette in that. So that'll be good.
Were any of those some of those new people that you had, Mike? Were any of those people on? Did you see anybody who you had invited?
I'm not sure.
Olivia Watts, I think she was on before, wasn't she?
I'm not sure.
Seems like I remember that name. What about Kim Carroll?
I know Kim Carroll.
You do or don't?
Don't.
Okay. So I don't think so. Everybody else has been on before, Lauren.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right. So thanks, Mike. Thanks, Lauren. Questions, just go ahead, email or call me or something like that.
Okay.
And then, Drew, can we discuss how we took the certificates out?
Oh, right. Do you need Mike to stay on?
No, we can just talk about it tomorrow. Mike, we might need you to sign something digitally, and then we'll.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, call me anytime tomorrow, Lauren.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. See you later, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Don't crack yourself up too much.
Hey, it was funny. All right. Peace, y'all.
All right. Bye-bye. So, Drita, you can end the call.
Okay.